Hello you guys. So I've only taken off my glasses because of the glare. You guys know I use regular sunlight lighting. So anywho, today I'm gonna give you guys a quick story time. It feels weird calling it a story time because I feel like story times are more of a happy or funny type of thing. This one is a little, whatever. But it's reality. So being that I am bringing you guys along with me with my pregnancy journey, there are highs and lows. And today was a low. Gosh, I'm hot. I think my heart is just beating and I'm just nervous. But so today is July 22nd. So this morning, and it's Monday. So this morning I got up doing my regular thing. I came to the kitchen. I was preparing some oxtail to cook for my husband and some fish to fry. And I was just doing a little bit of housely duties, cleaning up here and there or whatever. But for the most part, I was trying to relax in the AC, have my breakfast, watch some Netflix until it's time to go to work. And so it's pretty early in the day. So I did, the prepping of the foods and everything. I was cleaning the meats and I was sitting in my living room, TMI, but I walk around my house in the nude because it's my house. So, and it's hot. Like I'm pregnant, I'm hot. And like our body temperatures are hotter than normal. So just wearing a t-shirt and panties is just not enough. I just have to be completely nude and I have my AC on. So I'm sitting in my living room. I do have a towel laid out on my couch because, of course I have guests coming over. I don't want to be all disgusting about it. So I have my towel laid out on the couch and I'm just sitting there and I'm always trying to stay hydrated as you should on a normal basis. But as a preggers, I don't even know if that's a word, but as you are expecting, you should stay even more hydrated. You got to keep the placenta full, baby hydrated, keep yourself hydrated. And so I think I was reaching over for my bottle of water. I had it on the floor. And as I reached over, I felt a gush. I didn't think anything of it much, only because more TMI. Should I even say this part? Hubby and I took, enjoyed ourselves prior that morning. So, or this morning, I don't know. Why am I saying it as if it was another day? Anyway, so we, loved on one another prior to him going to work. And so I'm thinking it's just like something, just releasing itself, whatever it was. Also, I slightly thought it was probably just like regular female mucus or discharge, whatever. But I immediately got up, went to the bathroom to wipe. And as I got up, I'm dripping more and I looked down and it's blood. And it wasn't just like a 1, 2, 3 drop. Like it was like leaking. It was like a stream. So down my leg, my shoes, and I'm trying to catch it with my hand just because I don't want to make so much mess on the floor. So I get to the bathroom. I'm like 5 steps away from the bathroom anyway. So I get to the bathroom, I sit on the toilet and it's leaking. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So then I eventually get some tissue roll or whatever and wipe, and there was like a blood clot, right? So I'm already panicking at this point, but I'm trying to keep calm. I'm a very calm person. So I'm trying to keep calm and I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like, of course all the worst thoughts are going through your mind. So I'm like, Lord Jesus, saying all my prayers. I'm like, who should I call? I don't want to call my mom because my mom will freak out and I don't want her in panic mode at all. And then, so I'm like, okay, let me call my husband, but he's at work. So I text him. He texted me right away, of course. And then I text two of my closest cousins who are also moms. And they're both, well, one of them was at work, so I texted her, and the other one I called in person, even though I knew she was at work, but I called her and she picked up. And so she's trying to keep me calm, and she's like, just go to the hospital, and all that stuff. I also called my OBGYN, because this is my first time pregnant, you guys, so I'm like, I don't know if I should try to just make it to the OBGYN, or sometimes she works out of a hospital, if I could just meet her at the hospital and she could check me out or something, whatever. So I called the OBGYN. They had me on hold for like a good 5 minutes, which felt like 5 hours. Finally, somebody picks up. It's her assistant. Her assistant is like, she's on a phone call. She'll call you back. I'll take a message. 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes later, my OBGYN calls me. And she's like, so my assistant told me you fell and you bleeding. Who said I fell? I'm like, no. I did not fall. I was just sitting on my couch and I leaned over and I felt a gush. I go check. I'm bleeding. What should I do? Should I come to you or should I just go to the ER? And she was like, yes, definitely go to the ER. Thankfully enough, where I live, literally a block up is a hospital. So I literally walked up to the hospital and I get there. They took a little while, had to do a pee sample. I didn't even have pee because I just sat on the toilet. So I literally had like a smidget of pee sample to give them, but they were like, it's okay. And I was like, also, there's blood. So when blood gets into the cup, is that okay? Would the testing still be fine? They were like, no, it's fine. We just need a little bit. They did a lot of sticking me and taking blood samples. So they got a lot of blood for me. So mind you, this started around 10:50 a.m. I only know because I checked when I texted my husband first. So I texted him around 10:53. So I'm gonna say ballpark 10:50. Then when I got to the hospital, they were checking my blood and everything around 12. And then what time was it? Oh, I didn't check this time, but I think it was around 1:15 when they finally brought me up to go do my ultrasound test. So at that point, I'm like, oh shoot, I'm supposed to go to work. At this point, I've been eliminated the fact that I'm not going to work today. It's not happening at all. I don't care, right? So I'm like, I'm not going in at all, but I still got to call out. So usually I have till 2 o'clock the latest to call out. So by the time it was 1:15, I should have called, listen to your instincts, because I thought to call them at 12, but I was like, oh, it's too early. I don't know why I do this to myself. There's no such thing as being too early to call out, but whatever. So by the time I got brought up for the ultrasound, it was 1:15. By the time I was done with the ultrasound, it was 2:20. That ultrasound took forever. It was about an hour, felt like 30. Like, why? And the whole time it was just nerve-wracking because the lady doing my ultrasound, I know that they might not be obligated to tell me like the results or what they're seeing as they see it, because God forbid if it's bad news, they might not want to relay that to the patient. But also, if it's good news, I'm like, she said nothing the whole time, just rubbing down my stomach and everything. And she's not saying anything. She asked me a couple of questions, like, how much bleeding and when was your last cycle, all this stuff. But that was it. Like, there was no, or okay, this is good, or okay, you look fine. Like, there was nothing. She said absolutely nothing. So when she finally finished, she sat me out in the hallway, and somebody else was supposed to come and transfer me back to the original room that I came from. Even that was nerve-wracking. It's like I felt like somebody that just curbed their dog, like when you tie your dog to a tree when you go into a store. They just left me sitting there waiting for a while. It took them maybe 20 minutes to come get me. And so finally I go back down. My original nurse came to me, brought me the results of the ultrasound, and relief. She was like, everything looks fine, the heartbeat, the size, babies, everything is fine. One of their main concerns was to check if my cervix opened, because if your cervix opens, that means you're dilating. If you're dilating that soon, that means you're miscarrying. Lord, my heart still is just like, y'all know, people that know me, I am a boo-hoo baby crier, so I got that out my system, but I was praying the whole time. God had my back. Lord, my heart is still beating. But yeah, I'm still hot. And so they finally discharged me. Of course, about work. So by the time I called out to work, it was 2:20. So whatever, I'll get a little trouble for that. But I got my doctor's notes, whatever. I'll have a couple of days out. I have my upcoming OBGYN appointment was for Wednesday, which is 2 days from now. But I'm going to call an OBGYN to see if I can come and see them earlier, if possible. But thank God my appointment isn't too far away. So for the most part, they told me because of the heat, they gave me my discharge papers with instructions on what to do, precautions, and what might have contributed to this bleeding. So it's in the butt cracks of summer, and it's been extremely hot in the hundreds, and heat can contribute to it, dehydration, standing on your feet too long. They say that I should try to elevate my feet up to about like my waistline, type of area, to stay hydrated, stay cool. It's a lot of things. So I'm like, I don't know, anything could have contributed to it. I thought that I had possible placenta previa, which is like a whole nother thing, but I'm not sure, so I don't want to say that's possibly what it is. But Google will have you and YouTube will have you thinking you're dying or that you're dead or whatever. But yeah, so that was my story time. I'm hot, I'm exhausted. I tried to make this as fast as possible. But yeah, I will insert some clips while I was at the hospital. I didn't want to vlog the whole time because it was kind of creepy if I do it. Like, this is not a very joyful moment to be recording. And everybody wouldn't understand why I'm recording anyway. Don't feel like explaining that all day every day. But yeah, thank you for taking time to listen to my story. Just good luck and God bless to all other pregnant women out here. Pregnancy is a lot. I just don't even know what else to say. This is my first pregnancy. I don't know if I said this before, but today I am currently 14 weeks pregnant and either 2 or 6 days. 14 weeks, 2 days. Let's say that. So yeah, it's a lot, people. Okay, be grateful and be nice to your wife, the mother of your children, your baby mama. I don't care what she is, your girlfriend, your fiance, if she is carrying your child or not. be nice, okay? Be nice to your mamas, your grandmamas, your godmamas, all of your mamas, okay? Like, just, it's crazy. And thank you for just, you know, being here. Don't forget to subscribe. I don't know if I should say to like this video or not, but hey, if it's informative to you guys, or if you're going through the same thing, let me know. Comment down below. Let's talk, have a conversation. I like to make these videos because it's relatable, and a lot of people go through it, and it's hard to find, you know, the resources when you're going through something, when people want to keep it taboo and not talk about it. So let's talk about it, you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Doodles. All right, so I look crazy, but today I was experiencing some bleeding. I'm currently 14 weeks. These are realities of pregnancy, I guess. I'm praying all goes well. They just did all the blood work. I'm attached. I'm going to do an ultrasound. I pray that the fluids are all in my placenta, still well. Baby is still flourishing. From what an assumption is that it's possibly placenta previa. If all else fails, I hope that's all it is. Hopefully my cervix did not open. God forbid, I rebuke that. But I'm remaining very positive. I said all my prayers. God has my back because I serve a gracious Lord. So I'm just waiting. I am freaking out a little bit. I'm trying to stay calm. Yeah, I called like 2 of my closest friends who are moms. Called my husband, of course. Oh, God. I'm definitely not going into work today, so that's not happening. Pray for me, you guys. I mean, by the time I put this out. Yeah, so by the time I put this out, you know, I'm way far past this, but currently I'm just praying everything goes well, as well for all other moms, you know, moms to be currently pregnant and all that stuff, people that's gone through things. Pregnancy is not easy. Husbands, be nice to your wives. Children, be nice to your moms, because this is crazy. But see y'all later. So here's an update. I had to go check back on my text messages. So around 10:53, I text my husband. So let's say around 10:50 a.m. is when all of this took place. It is currently 12:57. So let's say 12:50, okay, or 12:47. So it's about to be 12:50. Why must it take so long if I'm in the emergency room? It's urgent. Why am I taking this long? They drew blood from me twice. This was the first time, and they left this damn needle in. This was the second time. I just need an ultrasound. Can we check on my baby, on my fetus, on my placenta, on my, what else is in there? Like, whatever's going on in my belly. Lord, I have to call out of work by 2 o'clock. That's the latest. I mean, regardless, I'm not going into work, but I still got to call out. Thank the Lord, I'm off for the next 2 days, so I guess I'll have an extended day off. I'm going to try to milk it and get an extra day off so I can have 4 days off, because, Lord, I'm tired. Doctors suck, hospitals suck, nurses. I mean, they don't suck, it's just the process. Like, why does it take so long? I know I'm not really in the field, so I don't know what's going on behind these doors or whatever. But if it's an emergency room, I think it should go quicker than this.